What's going on, everyone? So the biggest kind of narrative that I think is funny right now, with the whole LeBron and the Lakers situation, is like the winning, like right. LeBron's watching about winning, and LeBron wants to win, and Lakers are kind of preparing for the future, and so on and so forth. And it's like, yeah, okay, I look, you get Luka Doncic, you are preparing for the future, right? You're gonna make some moves that account for the future, right? Like you're seeing the Lakers go and get, a Duthero that is just a young, athletic, versatile kind of two-way wing that kind of maybe gives you some stability long term in that spot. But you're also seeing them going and getting guys, yes, like a Jake LaRavia, another young, versatile, potential two-way wing, but a DeAndre Ayton, right? That's good regardless, right? Like for now and the future, right? That's a combination of things. But also look at the trades that they're trying to make. Like they're trying to go get like an Andrew Wiggins. That's not like a longevity move. That's not something that, oh man, we're gonna have Andrew Wiggins for the next 6 years, right? That's like in this next time frame. And then there's the talk about, okay, the 2027 thing, right? Like, but even Jovan Buha came out and said, like, hey, that 2027 thing's like, essentially a little overblown. Right? If deals are there or trades on the table, right? And I've said from the beginning, the 2027 thing doesn't really make sense because of Austin Reeves. Right? Unless you're trading Austin Reeves, you're about to give him anywhere from $30 to $50 million. Right? Like that, you don't think that kind of taps into your cap space for 2027? Absolutely it does. Yes, they're signing up. They're signing guys to kind of fit that timeline and that threshold, sure. But, the Ayton thing is a gamble. So you don't want to sign him to a 5-year deal or 4-year deal. And then if it doesn't work, now you're stuck and you can't get off of him. And now you're buying him out like Portland. So you kind of want to do that short-term deal, right? If it works out. The Jake LaRavia thing, right? I mean, he might have not wanted to sign a long-term deal at $6 million a year. He might have wanted like, hey, let me go out there, prove myself, show you how good I am as a two-way wing. And that's that. Again, it's like, you look at these moves and even the targets that are being rumored for the Lakers, they're all guys that would help win now. And here's the other thing, right? Everything you want for LeBron, you want for Luka because they're so similar as players. Literally, you want size, athleticism, defense, and shooting around LeBron James. What do you want alongside Luka? Youth, athleticism, defense, and shooting around Luka. The only difference between Luka and LeBron is the type of center that usually operates. But DeAndre Ayton is perfect for both. Right? Like, because usually LeBron likes the floor spacing center because he likes to put his head down, get to the basket, bully his way there, and if not, can kick out shooters, right? But you have DeAndre Ayton who can step out, and I wouldn't want him taking a bunch of threes, but he can step out, knock down the mid-range and all that stuff. And, so he can clear out enough to where LeBron can kick out to him if need be, run some pick and pop action. But Luka, he likes to create that dribble penetration, collapse the defense, have that easy outlet for the lob threat. Well, again, Ayton can do that. Right? And there's all these talks about, they didn't make any championship moves. Well, one, the offseason's still we're still 3 months from training camp. A lot can happen between now and then. But even then, even as is, right? Like, we were in this conversation and it was like, if the Lakers go get DeAndre Ayton or a center period or Mark Williams or whatever, Lakers might be a contender, right? Like, let's see what ends up happening with the Lakers. And then unfortunately, the Mark Williams thing ends up falling through and it just doesn't work out, right? But now you're going in this season. Lakers were the 3 seed last year. Yes, there's teams that have gotten better, but you're going to have a healthy, motivated, ready to go Luka, a healthy, motivated, ready to go DeAndre Ayton, a Jake LaRavia who's ready to prove himself as a legit 3-and-D wing, and better coaching, right? Because JJ Redick's going to be in year 2 and he's going to learn from some of his mistakes, right? Like, you start raising the tides. I'm not saying the Lakers are going to be a bona fide contender and watch out, they're going to be the best team in basketball as is. I want them to make some moves. But the Lakers are going to be good next year. They'll be very good next year. Right? They're probably going to be the best offense in all of basketball as is. And it's like, what moves right now can you do that makes you that's the move that makes us a bona fide contender? Unless the Lakers find a way to get Giannis or something, that's probably not going to happen. Right? So the whole narrative and the whole argument of LeBron wants to win. What you think Luka's let's spend the next 3 years rebuilding? No, I mean, Rob Pelinka himself has said they're not rebuild, that they're retooling, right? They're kind of doing this on the fly thing because nobody thought the Lakers were going to get Luka. Luka came out of complete left field. Nobody. Rob didn't even think he was going to get Luka, right? He thought Nico Harris was joking at that time. And when that happens, you can't not go get Luka Doncic. And also, you're going to have a full season of LeBron and Luka. LeBron James is still, say what you want about LeBron, still a top 10 player. He's still 6th in MVP votes. He was still all NBA. Legit. How many teams have 2 top 10 players in the league? Right? And Luka is the exact player LeBron has been screaming and begging for years. It's why they went and got Russell Westbrook. Because LeBron wanted to play more off ball. He didn't want to have all the responsibilities of handling the ball and basically operating as the point guard, even though he won a championship in 2020 that way. Right? It doesn't make sense, is my point. Right? Like, yes, could he go to Cleveland and maybe have a better chance to win because they're in the East? Sure. Could he maybe go to the Knicks? Same thing? Sure. Right? Dallas could be interesting depending on what they have to give up and whatnot. Sure. But there's also a chance that he could do that with the Lakers. And the whole buyout thing and all that stuff is the most ridiculous thing ever. One, Lakers are not obligated to buy LeBron out. Right? What is LeBron going to do? Not play? Like, of course he is. Two, right? If LeBron was going to take a discount, because people are like, oh, just buy out LeBron. Right? Why? If LeBron was going to take a discount off of a buyout, why didn't he just take the same discount and free up the full mid-level exception? And maybe you could have kept the Dorian Finney-Smith or somebody, right? Like maybe you could have gotten somebody else, right? Like you could use your full mid-level or your biannual exception right now. Like, right? Like there's things that could have developed. I have no problems with LeBron opting in. I have no problems with LeBron taking the money. That's fine, right? But again, Lakers, it's not like the Lakers just lost Dorian Finney-Smith and that's it. And like that's been our offseason so far. They turned Dorian Finney-Smith into Jake LaRavia, who's a 23-year-old 3-and-D wing that is exactly the type of player we need and makes sense slotted alongside LeBron James and Luka Doncic. And then they got arguably the best, in my opinion, the best center that they could have gotten, period. Right? As far as centers that are available, right? Like getting a guy like a Nick Claxton or a Daniel Gafford or something like that, I could understand, right, the questions. I would have been fine with either of those guys because that's all that's available. But I can understand, like, how much do these guys raise the ceiling? How, was this like a championship level move? Like, how serious, the narrative. I could see it more. But DeAndre Ayton is a 17-10 guy for his career, right, without a Luka Doncic, who is looked at as lazy, unmotivated, no motor, and doesn't try hard enough on the basketball court. And yet he's still a 17-10 guy. What happens this year if he's motivated, focused, ready to go? Again, I'm not trying to sit up here and be like, oh, Lakers are the best team in basketball. But I at the same breath, I also wouldn't be shocked if the Lakers, given, again, Luka Doncic, health, motivated, hungry, ready to give everybody the bird, if LeBron James can still maintain the level that he's doing and all the pressure that's going to be taken off of him, slot alongside Luka, DeAndre Ayton, if he buys in, and he's even talked about how he wants to be, a defensive anchor, wants to be better defensively and all that stuff, right? Like if he really buys in, he could do wonders. We're like a month removed from like, if the Lakers would have landed Mark Williams, they might have won an NBA championship, to the Lakers get DeAndre Ayton and everyone's like, oh, Lakers are still trash. Like what? Like what a crazy contrast. Right? Like, and again, the Lakers are still not done. They're active in trade that we've heard from several sources that like, hey, Lakers are active in talking and trading and trying to do all this stuff to upgrade the roster. Right? Like Lakers have to keep Luka happy too. Luka can sign an extension in a month. He also could not. He also could just be like, yeah, like I don't like what you guys are doing yet. Right? Like, put the pressure on them. Lakers have to try to win regardless because, yes, even though Luka is much younger than LeBron, he's still not going to wait around for 3-4 years for you to figure it out. Like, he wants to win right now. He was just in the NBA Finals. You think he wants to go from the NBA Finals to be in a play-in team again? No. He wants to win an NBA championship. Right? And so does LeBron. And what does a full season of LeBron and Luka look like? Again, you'd have 2 top 10 players on the roster. Right? Like, yes, I want to see the Lakers defense. I worry about the Lakers defense. But during the regular season, they'll be fine. It's just the playoffs, when the well dries up offensively, are you going to be able to get the stops necessary? Like, I just think it's so funny, like, in this whole narrative about LeBron wants to win and LeBron wants, like, Luka doesn't. Like, you think Luka's just standing around going like, hey, guys, yeah, sure. Like, hey, let's really take our time and carve this out over the next 5 years, right? So that way, when I'm 31, 32, now I can start competing for championships. Like, it's so silly to me, right? Like, Lakers are trying to win regardless, right? But it's about what's available, what's out there. Right? Teams aren't in a rush to make trades right now. You got, like I said, you got 3 months before training camp. Right? You got guys like Andrew Wiggins that they want basically everything in the kitchen sink for. Like, that price probably drops the closer we get to training camp. Maybe it doesn't drop to the level where it still makes sense, but it might, right? So again, like, it's just, I just think it's funny, the whole narrative of it all. Like, right? Like, oh, like only LeBron wants to win. Like, Luka came to Lakers and was like, hey guys, I'm not here to win. I'm not, I care less, right? Like, no, he said immediately, I'm here to win multiple championships. He didn't say like, oh, we'll see how it goes, or, like, it'd be nice to get one. He was like, I'm here to bring multiple championships to LA. He wants to win too. It's just silly. But let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out. So we enjoy these types of videos and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.